Bruno. Newcastle United win 1-0 against Fulham down at Craven Cottage. I tell you what, the main man pulls through, gets a huge 3 points for us today. We'll go through some of the highs in the game, the goals, some of the lows, the VAR decision against Dan Burn. The ball's gone. Admittedly, Dan Burn does give the bloke a bit of a push on the way down. That's after the ball's been headed or gone over. The guy's nowhere near the ball. Justice. I mean, I tell you what, Fulham will be very disappointed they've taken nothing from that game. Newcastle first half were hopeless. We're actually hopeless. You know, possibly one of the worst first half performances I've seen, but it's one thing to win when you're playing well. It's another thing to win games on the road. 3 points in what is going to be no doubt a tight finish to the season for European football. To go there and, to be honest, play pretty badly for most of it, bar a few players, Bruno included, Gordon, trying to make it all happen himself. You know, Gordon had a chance after the goal, really on a plate, to put the ball in the back. And then Dubravka, I don't know what's going on with Dubravka sometimes. 1 minute he's making fantastic saves to keep us in the game, and the next minute he doesn't know whether to come off his line or not, or he's punching it away when he should just catch the ball. So you can make your mind up on how Dubravka played today, but for large portions of it, we didn't look like we wanted to win. You know, I mean, Fulham, I tell you what, they controlled the first half. For the majority of the first half, they had everything. And if it wasn't thanks to, I was going to say some good saves from Dubravka, but really, their in-form striker, Muniz, who scored 8 goals in the last 8 games, has been scoring goals for fun. He was missing sitters, which, you know, I don't know who was looking down on us today, but my God, they must have put a bit of word in with the big man, because Fulham are missing sitters. We haven't got any of the ball. The best chance we had in the first half was Isak, where if he just got it under control, he's through on goal and he scores. And that's the thing that we've seen, to be honest, quite a lot this season, is compared to Newcastle 2 seasons ago, on the way out of the relegation, and then last season, that great run, and it was all very team performance. It was all very much 11 players plus off the bench. Everybody was working very hard for each other. We outran everybody. We aren't that this season. We aren't that, but what we are is, you know, an Isak bit of magic away from winning, a Gordon bit of magic, a Barnes coming off the bench and scoring 2 goals against West Ham, a Bruno who made his 100th appearance for Newcastle today. Not only, so the ball comes over, it doesn't come over, it's Barnes on the left-hand side who came on for Murphy. You know, why is Barnes not starting, to be honest? The only thing I can say is that if we want impact off the bench, we haven't got any, because nobody's fit. We haven't got any players to really bring on. So is it better to start with Murphy and then try and bring Barnes on later to inject something into the game? Similar to bringing Anderson on, who I thought brought a bit of punch when he came on off the bench, although didn't sustain it really as well as he has done in the last few games. But anyway, Barnes down the left-hand side, right up to the byline, no messing around. He's a very direct player, cuts it across the box, cleared out, Bruno on the edge, smashes it into the ground, hard and low, past the goalkeeper, and not only did he jump and celebrate right in front of the Newcastle fans, shooting in that end, the roar of the Geordies was huge, and Bruno, where is it? Kissing the badge, pointing at the badge. Keep Bruno. The rumours of this summer window, well, I tell you what, the reports that I like of this new one about potentially being able to go out and spend this summer, which is what we desperately need. If that doesn't happen, the links around Bruno, the links around Isak, the links around players leaving, we don't win without Bruno. We don't win without Bruno, and he's proved it again today with a fantastic goal. But my God, it is you know, I would have taken half time or even really midway through the second. I would have taken the draw off you, to be honest, because we did not look like the winning side there. I think that's, what is it? I was saying I think we'd beat Fulham 5 times previously up till now, and then we've gone and done it again. So if we're becoming a bit of a bogey team for Fulham, I mean, I'll take that all day long. Obviously, last time round was in the Cup when we beat them there with Shearer in the crowd. This time around, we've gone and done it again. And as I've mentioned at the very start of this video, we take the points and we run. Justice done, to be honest. Again, Fulham will be disappointed that they weren't winning 3-0 at half-time. You know? And the best thing I can see out of the first half for us was that we weren't losing going into the second half. And despite actually coming out quite quick at the start of the second half, making a couple of good chances, we're levelled off again. It's all, and you can see Eddie Howe talking to Gordon at the side, and they looked, you know, I think arguing, I think having a good conversation of what is happening and what is the plan here, because other than Gordon, there was little else going on. You know, I don't think Isak really had the greatest game I've ever seen him play. Having said that, when he has the magic to do what he can do, I would still keep him on the pitch 100%, and you've got to just hope he can pull something out the bag. And it was Bruno who did that today. Now look, the rest of this season I think it's going to be very similar to that. I don't think we are going to all of a sudden click our fingers and they're all going to start gelling. And I mean, the bit, you know, it's injuries, it's everything else. But I think with the front three of Gordon, Isak and Barnes, you know, that's putting you in a good place. That is a front line that is going to create chances, is going to create goals and opportunities, even in a side that maybe aren't always playing at the best. Just spotting that there. I was blooming ripping wallpaper off the walls while I was watching the game, covered in sticky. But anyway, it was a big game, a big chance, and we took the 3 points, which I'm very, very happy about. Let me know your thoughts on the game down in the comments below. As I mentioned, that puts us up into, it puts us in, and after a disappointing draw against Everton as well, that puts us, God, let's actually find it. I mean, look at Villa drew today. West Ham won against Wolves. That would have been better if that had ended in a draw. We are now we're in 8th place, 1 point behind West Ham in 7th, 1 point behind Manchester United in 6th. Manchester United getting beat off Chelsea was good for us. A draw may well have been better. Chelsea because Chelsea have got 2 games in hand behind us on 43 points. I've mentioned this already. We look back at some of those Luton, Bournemouth games and we just couldn't get it done. This is the business end of the season. This is where we do need to get it done. And, you know, despite the referee trying to stop us from scoring, despite us not looking like we wanted to win for a lot of the game, we did it. Bruno saved us. And we move on to the next one. Alright guys, thanks for watching. As always, let me know your thoughts on the win against Fulham this afternoon. The sun's shining. It's blowing an absolute hurricane outside, but the sun's shining. Go out and celebrate. Thank you for watching. And I'll catch you later.